Best practices: what makes for a winning program. Think of your social media effort as a business within a business. As you would with a startup business or a major internal initiative, write a project charter and business plan for your social media program. This is important for the following reasons. Social is still a new medium whose goals and measurements won't be understood or embraced across the enterprise unless you document them in writing. And the fast pace of change and frequent emergence of new social platforms and tactics means you need to define your priorities and stay disciplined in pursuit of those priorities. I know most readers of this book have a corporate social media program already underway. I suspect, though, that few have a written plan in place. I'm not trying to insult your intelligence by suggesting you go back to square one, but the fact is, at whatever stage you are with your social media efforts, if you lack a planned document, it's time to write one. In Appendix A, I've drafted a mock social media program plan for a fictional company, Ends of the Earth Tours. Use it as a jumping-off point to codify your program's mission, goals, strategy, tactics, budget, operations plan, and other vital elements. As you proceed, you'll also follow the valuable research steps of assessing and benchmarking the competition and the size of your market in social media. Formal planning will get your program started with a well-thought-out path to success. If your organization is already active in social media, a written plan you draft now will ensure that your strategic vision is clear and that your campaigns and daily practices stay on target to meet the big picture goals. Yes, the social media landscape, technologies, opportunities, rivals, and partners will change all along the way. Like any good plan, yours will be a living document that you can revise and keep relevant. What's the big idea? Like a business, a new product line, or anything you want to sell to the public? Your social media program needs a mission statement. What you're going to accomplish in the online social space and why anyone should care. Your business has a mission statement. If you're a startup entrepreneur, you have a well-honed elevator pitch. You're just waiting for that opportune moment with a potential angel investor when you can quickly explain your product or service and why it's such a blockbuster opportunity. Think of the unique selling proposition, or USP, for your main business. No doubt it is largely applicable to your online social efforts, but it will need tweaking. It defines what special benefit you offer and why that matters to the customer. It's not a feature of what you sell, but the benefit provided to your customers. The best USPs make strong, defensible claims. They are often wordsmithed down to a catchy phrase that conveys the core benefit. For Zappos, the USP is powered by service. BMW's is the ultimate driving machine. And for years, the USP for FedEx was when it absolutely, positively has to be there overnight. USPs start with a customer benefit statement in the following form. For the target market, the name of your brand is the unique or superlative positioning and benefit. Because why should the consumer believe you? Here's an example. For one-legged pirates, the Single Shoe Emporium is your trusted source for single right or left shoes, because we're one-legged pirates just like you. Now apply the same formula to your social media mission. For the target market, the name of your brand online community is the unique or superlative positioning and benefit of the community. Because why should the consumer believe you? What's telling about this exercise is that, for most brands, the social community is not about selling a product or service. It's about establishing a vibrant network around an important topic, cause, interest, or area of expertise. PetSmart's social media program, for example, isn't about moving lots of dog and cat food. Rather, the company says, our goal is to provide you with the best possible Facebook community to share your love and passion about pets. That translates into a steady dialogue of pet owner Q&A and terabytes of uploaded photos of adorable puppies and kittens. Coca-Cola puts the focus squarely on the consumer, not itself, calling its Facebook presence a collection of your stories showing how people from around the world have helped make Coke into what it is today. Patagonia's online community is not about clothes, but about climbing, surfing, and other extreme sports. And the conservation we'll need to practice to ensure such outdoor recreations will still be around tomorrow. As with these iconic brands, your brand community must stand for something bigger than merely selling stuff. And it's that greater identity that should govern your social media approach. I should point out that a good business mission statement does not always lend itself to anchoring the big idea of a thriving social media community. FedEx, for instance, is a successful business and a terrific brand, but its Facebook community is an uneasy jumble of public customer service complaints, sponsored motorsports news, and green-themed corporate social responsibility. It doesn't quite gel. For your business or personal brand to catch on and be successful, especially in the noisy and crowded social media scene, you need a clear brand identity and personality. Be a storyteller. Express yourself colorfully, perhaps with humor or attitude, and always with authenticity. Wear your passions, business ethics, and social consciousness on your sleeve. The number one reason people fail at social media marketing is they don't have a solid foundation, points out Shama Kabani, author of The Zen of Social Media Marketing, Ben Bella Books, Incarnarn, 2012. They don't have a brand, they don't understand the outcome they provide, and they have absolutely no way of differentiating themselves from the competition. Before your company plunges any further into social media marketing, make absolutely sure you and your team can articulate what's special about your business and how you'll leverage that specialness in social media. Among the hundreds of millions of real people engaging on social networks, why will anyone feel passionate about you? Social media strategy Kabani, who founded and runs the social media agency, the Marketing Zen Group, developed an ACT framework for a successful online and social media strategy. The acronym stands for Attract, Convert, and Transform, and I find it a useful framework for positioning an online business. To paraphrase Kabani, attract. To attract likely prospects, you must stand out from a crowded field with a clear and unique brand, a strong value proposition, worthwhile content, social proof, testimonials, and an active, emotionally engaged community, and an appealing incentive for individuals to sign up for emails or fill out an inquiry form. Convert. Optimize the design and user experience on your social platforms and your website so you successfully convert browsers to buyers. Transform. Build a bona fide personal and emotional connection with your customers or clients. Doing business with you should be no mere transaction. It becomes a relationship with your brand, one that inspires and rewards a passionate following, loyalty, and brand advocacy. That's a good way to view your overall business plan, your web presence, and your social media program. Social media marketing is a strategic effort to continually deepen the relationship between your business and its audience. You're constantly nurturing your audience, encouraging them to graduate from prospects to buyers to loyalists. One channel, many functions. Virtually anything your business or organization attempts to do today, be it a promotion, a market research project, a human resources initiative, customer service, investor relations, deserves the amplification and reach of social media. For businesses, social media serves as a channel for several different functions: customer service, customer engagement, and brand equity building, promotion, and customer retention. In my work at Green Mountain Coffee Roasters, my fellow marketers and I frequently discuss where social belongs in our integrated promotions calendar. The calendar outlines our entire year's major promotional events, seasonal holidays, and new product or category launches. Each promotional campaign merits a concerted push from multiple marketing channels: email, catalog or other direct mail, paid search ads and online banners, affiliate marketing, press releases, and on-website promotional messaging. Social also belongs in that marketing mix. Today we message any major promotion or product launch on Facebook, Twitter, and our blog. Depending on the promotion, you might also amplify the message on other networks or niche platforms: YouTube, Groupon, Foursquare, Pinterest, and others. Any business that has or aspires to have a strong personal connection to its audience must establish a robust presence in social media. There it must commit to four things: a customer-oriented culture that combines responsiveness, personality, and authenticity. The aim is to respond to customer comments, questions, and complaints immediately, just as you would in your inbound customer service email and call center. Your customer orientation will also help you find the influentials, your most active brand loyalists, who serve as self-appointed ambassadors and help you in a multitude of ways. Doing the vast majority of posting in your community, blogging to their own large circle of influence, making referrals to friends, offering helpful consumer feedback and testimonials, and so on. Content planning, just as a periodical publisher would do. When you're active in social media, you need a posting schedule for Facebook, Twitter, and your blog that keeps your page fresh and your brand front and center in the activity feeds of your fans and followers. Remember, 90% of your fans will never return to your page, so they'll only see your posts in their feed. Content plans encompass what you'll say in your social spaces, as well as multi-channel promotions and events to which you'll invite your community. Promotion of your social space. If you build it, they won't come, unless you invest thought, time, and some money in promotion. I'll detail in Chapter 4 exactly how you can drive traffic to your social media pages, both with paid advertising and for free with cross-network promotion and earned media. A retention plan to keep community members coming back. The biggest boon of the social media revolution, its massive and exponentially growing scale, is also its Achilles heel. The sheer number of people, messages, and fan pages makes for massive overload. It guarantees that most of your fans will have only a fleeting engagement with you online, then move on to other things. For most organizations, Facebook and the other social media platforms are a customer engagement opportunity, not a place to troll for prospective customers or hit them with a sales pitch. For that reason, you'll want to use social media to get to know your existing customers better, thank them, and reward them for their patronage, and give them a unique window into the inner workings and culture of your business. Make them feel special, appreciated, and part of something important, a business or brand that stands for something. In Chapter 9, I'll talk more about advanced social media campaigns, retention techniques including surprise and delight, loyalty badging, sweepstakes, free samples, polling and feedback campaigns, ambassador programs, gamification, and more. With these tools in hand, you'll be able to ramp up your social media program so it serves existing members well and attracts newcomers. Listening. But enough about you. Yes, before you dive into social media, you have to know what your business stands for and how it will translate its value and identity into the social media realm. But the process will also depend on an outward focus, and this means a listening ear directed at your consumers. The best thing you can do for your corporate social media program is be a great listener. Employ social media monitoring tools like Hootsuite, TweetDeck, or Social Mention, or simply perform regular Twitter searches to stay abreast of social media conversations about your brand, industry, and competitors. You'll learn the hot-button topics on the minds of your audience and start to identify the most active and influential people inside your community and in the social sphere at large. Planning high-impact social media campaigns involve many moving parts, both within the social media landscape and in traditional media. These campaigns will call upon players in your marketing, legal, customer service, and operations departments. They require technology development and a number of weeks or months of lead time. As a result, a social media program requires disciplined planning in advance. You'll need to employ some of the following processes: daily community management staffing plan, monthly publishing schedules, research, survey, and customer insights projects, promotions and campaign strategy briefs, creative design briefs and production technology requirements, writing, vendor selection or in-house development, user experience testing, user acceptance testing, UAT, testing, debugging, budgeting and reporting. Community management. Facebook would be the first to tell you that merely having a brand page won't guarantee traffic to it. It takes daily posting of engaging content that inspires interactions. Here are Facebook's suggestions for winning posting practices. 1. Post once a day to maximize reach. Posting too frequently reduces the amount of time needed to distribute each page post to your audience. 2. Express your core message within the first 90 characters of your post to ensure your audience sees it when your page post becomes an ad or sponsored story. Longer messages will be truncated. 3. Post at the optimal time. Only you know what's right for your business, and you can use your page insights to figure out what's working. Many restaurants find that posting between 7 a.m. and 12 p.m. is ideal, while retailers find that posting between 8 a.m. and 2 p.m. works best. People engage with pages the most between 9 p.m. and 10 p.m., and the 18 to 24 age demographic is the most engaged during this time. It's important to digest this information because as business people, we have attention spans that are often biased toward what occurs during the work week and during business hours. With social, you need to adopt an always-on, 24/7 times 365 mindset. And to some degree, you need to staff to support it by monitoring your social media community off hours and on weekends. With either internal staff or an external agency that explicitly commits to some non-traditional work hours, you can use a social publishing tool so you can write posts ahead of time and schedule them to be published to Facebook, Twitter, your blog, and so forth during off hours. But to be quickly responsive to comments and questions and to any potential social media crises that might emerge, you'll need to staff to support a non-traditional schedule. Everything about Facebook is huge. It is a deluge of postings scrolling constantly at 1 billion or so people, worldwide 24 hours a day. Every new message in the activity feed is quickly scrolled off screen by a parade of subsequent messages. For your company's updates to stand out from the crowd and appear on your fans' radar, you must strive for high interactivity. The more people are commenting on and liking your posts, the better. Each comment and like amplifies your reach. Compare these two scenarios for two equally popular brands, each with 10,000 Facebook fans. Both brands post to their pages and their stories are seen by 15% of fans equals 1,500 people. Brand X gets a post response rate, or virality, of 0.75%, while Brand Y's more fun, useful, or provocative post stimulates a 2.5% response. Each brand's fans have 350 friends apiece, roughly the Facebook average. Brand X inspires 11 fans to create 3,800 new stories across Facebook. Brand Y inspires 38 fans to create 13,300 new stories across Facebook. The same principles hold true for Twitter. Two Twitter accounts can have an equal number of followers and even generate the same number of tweets. But the one that inspires the most retweets, direct replies, and use of its hashtag will generate far more impressions. When you do post to Facebook, Twitter, or LinkedIn, even when you upload a video to YouTube, you should invite interaction. Ask what your fans and followers think. Solicit feedback. When community members post to your Facebook wall, listen carefully to what they say and respond to them with answers or gratitude. Note when you post to your social media hotspots, invite interaction. It will multiply the reach of your story, engaging your existing fans and helping to attract new ones. The most interactive posts for us at Green Mountain Coffee's Cafe Express Savings Club, our automatic coffee delivery service, tend to be questions about members' lives, families, fond memories, favorite daily habits, recipes. Coffee, tea, and cocoa aren't always the focus of the conversation, but these drinks have strong associations for getting energized, taking a break, and relaxing, so they're more a jumping-off point to a bigger conversation than an end in themselves. Tactically, you can stimulate interaction with polls, open-ended questions, invitations to share photos or videos, simple games like, "What's different in these pictures?" or "Guess the number of jelly beans." The simplest engagement technique, though, is responding to member comments in a way that draws more responses and becomes a real dialogue. Our social media agency, VaynerMedia, has good instincts for posts that will stimulate response. And VaynerMedia is always testing and comparing posts for their impact on likes, comments, and shares. Tip: while you strive for fan interaction, be aware that Facebook's terms of service prohibit you from offering promotions or rewards to users in exchange for liking a wall post, commenting, or uploading a photo. For complete Facebook pages terms, see www.facebook.com/pageguidelines.php. A true community inspires interactivity, not just between members and the brand, but also among members. It's very satisfying to see members answering each other's questions, supporting each other's comments, and congratulating winners of contests and sweepstakes. I love the way Gardener's Supply encourages engagement with the master gardeners who buy its products. Rather than try to sell something, although the company does periodically post sales and special offers to its Facebook community, Gardener's Supply mostly shares gardening tips and recipes and asks questions such as, "What's your idea of a perfect pickle? Anyone else getting a good garlic crop? Anyone have tips for beet germination success?" These are topics its fans care about, questions whose answers enliven the conversation on the wall and benefit the audience by making them more informed and successful gardeners. The National Hockey League is another best practice example. Virtually every Facebook post the league makes is tailored to get the greatest response from the 2.5 million opinionated fans who have friended the league. Which free agent will turn the Canadians around? Who will step up to fill the holes in the Flyers' defense? Who has the best playoff beard? The NHL asks fans to vote for the goal, save, and hit of the season, and encourages fans to like posts to pay tribute to stars like retiring Red Wings captain Nicholas Lidstrom. It's all calculated to drive the maximum interaction, which is good for the community and good for organic growth via stories appearing in the news feeds of friends. Although some of my examples come from large businesses, remember that building an online community isn't about quantity, it's about quality. Many organizations, from college alumni offices to bicycle tour operators, deliberately focus on smaller niche communities and invitation-only groups on Facebook or LinkedIn. When your network consists of a tight group of people with common interests, such as alums from the same graduating class or folks signed up to pedal through Tuscany, you can unlock the most powerful benefits of social media: personal connection with and among your consumers, information sharing, word-of-mouth brand advocacy, and customer loyalty. Pursuing and cultivating influentials. Call them influentials. They are ambassadors, tastemakers, connectors, brand advocates, loyalists. Not all members of a fan community are equal. Some are substantially more active and boast wider reach, with bigger friend networks, stronger reputations, perhaps an active blog readership, or even print media readership or other bricks-and-mortar constituencies. Their opinion carries greater weight and influence. These influentials can make a difference, especially to a smaller, newer, or niche-focused online community. When you are building and cultivating a social network of customers and fans, don't just blindly solicit everyone you can reach. Do a little homework. I'll get into more platform-specific ideas in Chapter 3, but here are some ideas on how to find and cultivate influential community members on Twitter. 1. Search for people tweeting about your company, brands, market or industry, rivals, or the topic you specialize in. Whether it's beer, bras, bike tires, or business school, your industry already has a thriving community of experts on Twitter. Follow them. 2. Over a period of weeks, keep searching and following people that specialize in your area of interest until you have at least 50. 3. Develop a list of the top 10 or 20 people who have the best potential to be your brand ambassadors. These will be the Twitterers who A. Obviously love your brand and speak highly of it without being prompted to. B. Tweet frequently and do it well, with energy, authority, and personality. Perhaps they are behind trending topics or hashtags in your industry. 3. Have lots of followers. Ideally, these followers are themselves interested in your business. They're active and widely followed on Twitter. That's the network effect. D. Earn the most retweets and replies. 4th, actively engage with these core Twitter community members, using at replies and retweets to commend them for good posts, or thank them for flattering posts about your company or brand. 5. Meanwhile, post your own tweets, establishing yourself as an interesting voice in your area of expertise. Some of these star Twitter community members will begin following you as soon as you follow them. Others may not notice you until you retweet at reply or otherwise engage them. 6. Once you have the beginnings of a relationship, cultivate it through meaningful back and forth. Ask how you can help them. In my experience, we have featured influentials on our blog, rewarded them with surprise and delight campaigns offering free products, and reached out directly with requests for input. The reasons for all this micro-focus on the core people who make up your Twitter followers are as follows. 1. It's the best way to build a community worthy of the name. Not just a faceless and disengaged list of Twitter handles, but a core circle of like-minded people who truly feel connected with you and the larger mission of your brand or organization. 2. The resulting connection and passion of your follower network ensures that when you post, your messages are more likely to be noticed, retweeted, and replied to. This interaction extends your reach, which is the path forward to organic growth. In short, if at the start you do the slow, hard work of recruiting the influentials, your community's second phase growth will be easier and more naturally linked to the network effect of Twitter. On Facebook, communication is a bit harder, since a brand or company fan page can't make friend requests. If you are connected as admin to the fan page, however, you can use your personal profile to suggest that your friends like the page. As of fall 2012, fans can direct message to brand pages and brands can direct message a fan, but the communication must be initiated by the fan. Communications preferences between Facebook fans and brands are a rapidly evolving landscape, however. Grocery store chain Fresh and Easy sometimes performs customer service by having its Facebook admins reach out to particular fans via their personal accounts, always identifying themselves as Fresh and Easy employees in order to address a fan's question, complaint, or concern voiced on the Facebook wall. Some situations call for a more personal approach than what you can do with a wall post reply, says Nicole DeRuiter, Fresh and Easy's social media manager. It blows people away when they notice the Facebook messages from our brand. 2. Here are some other ideas for finding and connecting with influential Facebook members. In choosing admins for your Facebook fan page, find a number of people who are known in the industry or publicly associated with your brand. They could use their personal profiles, but often it's more effective and presents less conflict if these people have separate business profiles that they can reserve for their business persona. These admins will research and seek out influential customers, critics, journalists, and business partners and connect with them individually on Facebook. Similar to the rules of engagement on LinkedIn, these can be professional relationships rather than personal ones, but they all should be people known to your admins. Admins will then suggest that their friends like the page. Meanwhile, your role as a social media manager is to tap your consumer database and internal industry contacts to send a direct email to suggest they like your page. These should be your best customers, people already known to you, with whom you genuinely want to interact on Facebook. The point is to build a tight network of engaged fans and brand advocates as the heart of your online community. Promoting your online community Facebook offers 3 basic ways to build your audience. Invite friends, share your page, and employ paid Facebook advertising. These are in order of scalability. Inviting your few hundred friends is a nice start, but it's only a start. Sharing extends your impact, allowing you to post about your page on your own timeline, a friend's timeline, in a group you belong to, or in a private message. Again, these techniques can get a community started, but they don't scale, and you need to be judicious in what you share and with whom. Never spam your friends. With the initial alpha community established, now you want to build up a big audience of loyal fans. Communities do reach critical mass, where the friends of fans reach extends toward the million-plus mark. At that point, all you need to do is post, and your community will grow by hundreds of fans a day. Why? Every post you make, assuming it has the hallmarks of good, provocative, interactive content, will inspire a number of comments and likes. These comments and likes are broadcast across Facebook to all the friends of fans. The same occurs with Twitter posts that are enthusiastically retweeted. Best practices for promoting your online community. First, prominently display on your website the logos of Facebook, Twitter, Google+, and YouTube, or other social icons. Subtle little footer icons are getting to be common practice, but I'd challenge you to think bigger. Take a cue from Redbox, which dedicates a full 20% of its footer real estate, about 4 square inches, to large eye-catching icons for Facebook, Twitter, its SMS text club, and mobile apps for iPhone and Android. Importantly, Redbox includes a call to action, stay in touch, and a consumer value proposition. Preview and reserve movies. Consider integrating those icons by using widgets or via an application programming interface, API, so users never have to leave your website in order to like, pin, or follow you. Display those same logos in the header or footer of the email newsletters and promotional campaigns you send to your house email list. Don't forget to do this in automatic transactional messages like shipping confirmations, as well as in your promotional emails. Display social media URLs and value propositions in your catalog, sales collateral, or other direct mail. Early on, seek to do something out of the ordinary, something worthy of word-of-mouth buzz or media mention. There's a fine line between catchy and gimmicky, but I must say I am a fan of novel promotional campaigns that have cut through the noise to celebrate and reward the growth of online communities. Here are some grassroots, low-budget, guerrilla marketing efforts that have made a splash. For every 1,000 likes it receives, Dog Bless You, www.facebook.com/exploredogs, donates a service dog to a needy U.S. veteran. British artist Greg Burney at Greg Burney pledged to draw tiny profile portraits of his first 3,000 Twitter followers. The guys at College Humor promised via a YouTube video to wear a beard of bees when their Facebook page, www.facebook.com/collegehumor, hit 1 million likes. The first time someone does a campaign like this, it's genius. The second time, ho-hum. It's copycatting, and it has no impact. So I present these ideas not as blueprints, but as challenges to you to think creatively. Already, it's quite common for brands to celebrate milestones for numbers of followers or likes by giving away prizes or money, usually in the form of gift cards. I wouldn't discourage it. I do it myself for programs I'm involved with, but it is getting harder to make much of an impact with small giveaways. Note, by all means, celebrate milestones such as 500,000 likes or 15,000 Twitter followers. But make sure the celebration or reward is unique and newsworthy. For instance, when Porsche reached 1 million Facebook fans, it unveiled a 911 race car in Facebook colors, emblazoned with tiny images of its fans. Tapping the network effect. The dawn of the commercial internet in the 1990s introduced some radical business ideas, including the idea of viral growth. Through the power of person-to-person email, word of mouth, businesses could reach exponentially more consumers than ever before, at zero incremental cost. That was a stunning notion indeed for businesses accustomed to printing and mailing catalogs, buying expensive airtime, and doing other traditional marketing. Alas, the novelty faded when marketers realized it was hard to create the next viral smash YouTube video. Email inbox fatigue eventually set in, discouraging folks from forwarding to or spamming their friends. The rise of social networks reignited viral growth without relying much on email. Social media provide frictionless, viral transmission of all sorts of trends, fads, memes, offers, and gossip. Social networks thrive by making it ridiculously easy and tempting to pass something on to your entire network. Likewise, it's ridiculously easy for everyone downstream to like, comment, retweet, and otherwise amplify your message to their own friend networks. But just because the platforms are designed to create virality doesn't guarantee they will work for you, because there's so much competing noise. For instance, only a small fraction of your fans or followers will ever see a given post in their activity feed. For two reasons. The platforms deliberately throttle back the volume of shared activity to a level manageable for users, and even when a given post is delivered to the newsfeed, some fans will never see it if they don't log onto the site frequently enough. In fact, according to Facebook, the average post from a brand fan page reaches only about 16% of fans. That's one reason Facebook has been so successful with its sponsored stories ad unit. See chapter 5. Basically, Facebook charges advertisers to deliver their posts to more eyeballs. But there is another way. Create great, meaningful content that people feel impassioned about and good about sharing. Tap into primal human emotions and passions. Humor, sex, love, greed, compassion, patriotism, sports, and adventure. Be remarkable, in other words, what makes for A virally successful social media campaign is much the same as what makes for a successful brand. Frank Goedertier, professor of brand management and marketing at the Vlerik Leuven-Ghent Management School in Belgium, and a visiting scholar at the Kellogg School of Management, argues that a successful brand must have 8 key attributes. These attributes are equally crucial for a winning social media campaign. Like a successful brand, a successful social media campaign must be memorable, meaningful, likable, transferable from one social platform to another, protectable by copyright and trademark, authentic, simple, adaptable to rapid change. 3, particularly in social media, with its distracting plethora of stimuli, with its nearly 1 billion users and its bias toward fluffy diversions. Focus on the first 3 attributes for your campaign: memorable, meaningful, and likable. Think about the words of Seth Godin, marketing guru and best-selling business book author, and his persistent call to be remarkable. Following that call is not easy to do, but it's the only thing to do. Artists never hold back, says Godin. They know they'll never be on that stage again. They say, this is my shot. The only thing that's going to work, that's going to scale, is the thing that's remarkable, the thing worth making a remark about. For what's heartening to me is that something remarkable and authentic really is happening between some brands and their customers. Sure, a lot of hype and hyperbole is swirling around social media at the moment, but at its best, social media marketing allows brands to reveal their human side and connect unforgettably with the values, interests, and concerns of their customers. Target, for instance, kicked off one back-to-school season with a charitable campaign aimed straight for the hearts of America's moms. Help us give up to $2.5 million in support of schools, exhorted Target's Facebook page to its 16 million fans. I'll explore Target's campaign strategy and execution in detail in Chapter 9. But for now, simply understand that to cash in on the network effect in social media, you've got to follow these key rules. Your brand must stand for something special. Your social media campaigns must capture the imagination and passions of your fans. You must make sharing frictionless and fun, issue a strong call to action, offer rewards or incentives, and provide an encouraging feedback loop or gamification of some sort to make participation satisfying, even a little addictive. Summary: the best practices we've discussed here will help you build your social media program on a rock-solid foundation. Your program will be centered on a meaningful story about your brand, a story that should matter personally to your audience and inspire them to join and participate in your online community. You will encourage member engagement through careful listening, a customer service orientation, smart posting practices, and careful cultivation of your most influential fans. With those basic disciplines in place, you're ready to drill into the specifics of the leading platforms and find out how to turn them to your advantage.